So guys, we're at the first M.C.U. movie of 2023 and the first movie in Phase 5, Man And The Wasp, Quantumania. I'll be honest, I wasn't super excited for this movie if I'm being honest. The first two Ant-Man movies aren't some of my favorite M.C.U. movies, and you can kind of look at them as being in the lower end of all the movies. But the premise of the trailers for this did look interesting enough, I suppose. It was interesting that we would get a whole movie in the quantum realm, considering the first two movies are all about learning about it and different things that can be done with it and all that. However, early reviews were making me pretty nervous because they were saying this was one of the worst M.C.U. movies, and its score on Rotten Tomatoes wasn't good either. Not to mention the fact that the last few M.C.U. movies haven't been that good either, like Thor, Love and Thunder, and Eternals. Sure, Wakanda Forever was really good, and Multiverse of Madness was pretty good as well, but yeah, some people aren't really on board as much as they used to when it comes to this stuff anymore. Anyway, I was serious about the movie, and since Han was gonna play more of a role in this, it made me all the more curious. So, in the end, I know I'm probably gonna be in a minority about this, but I personally really like this movie. I really don't understand the hate for this movie at all. I had a really good time with this movie, and think it's my favorite Ant-Man movie. No, it's not perfect by any means, and it does have some serious problems, but overall, I really like this, and I think this is now my new official most underrated thing in the M.C.U. Yet again, I am gonna go over the problems because there are some really noticeable ones here that are really weird, but I'm really happy I saw this and all, and yeah, I'm just happy that this was now made in my opinion. Also, like always, this will have no spoilers for the first part, and then I'll go into all the spoilers after a warning. So, what's the story? Scott is enjoying his life after the events of Endgame, where he's seen as like a celebrity, but he's having trouble with Cassie, this time played by Catherine Newton, who's being arrested for trying to help protesters whose lives are being affected after the snap happened. But one day, when at Hank's house, they discover that Cassie has built a device to send a message to the quantum realm, which is something that makes Janet really nervous, and when they try turning it off, it goes haywire, and then Josh hopes Cassie, Hank, and Janet into the quantum realm and getting separated. So they're now trying to find each other while trying to avoid Hank trying to find them. And I'm not out there, so I don't know exactly how people would react to that whole synopsis I just gave there, because depending on who you ask, it could be seen as something that could sound really interesting, or something that some people might find kind of iffy. But in my opinion, just from how the film is told and how everything is done, I think they made this into a really fun time. Again, it does have flaws, and I'll go into those first. Because there are a good amount of them here. The first and probably my biggest problem I have with the whole movie is the first 20 minutes or so. The pacing is really off in this movie in the beginning. The first 20 or so minutes feel really rushed. You can tell that they really just want to get to the stuff in the quantum realm, so they go through the stuff on on Earth really quickly and just want to get to the main plot of the movie, and it's real kind of clunky. The dialogue, it'll be weird sometimes. Sometimes it's just characters talking like how movie characters talk and not how actual people talk, especially in regard to the build-up of Pan himself, where they keep talking to kind of keep the secret and make it feel like a huge build-up, but you can tell that it's just the dialogue feeling really unnatural at points. Oh, so there are some tiny moments in the action scenes in particular where I kind of ask myself over and over why some characters didn't do specific things because they could have, but they just don't for some reason. Some of the editing is also kind of weird here, especially when they try to reveal some stuff and it just cuts to the person without some big reveal, and that was especially really weird with Han's first appearance in the movie when he just walks into the camera and there's not any proper reveal. And yeah, like some people were concerned about, some of the CGI doesn't look that great, and there are times where it can be really off-putting in particular, and especially with one character in particular, I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about. And there's also times where it kind of feels like the movie was trying to set up something only for it to not go anywhere, which is weird in one instance in particular. So yeah, the whole thing very, very weird, especially if you were watching the trailers before the movie came out. So yeah, I guess if people were to say they didn't like this movie, I can't act like I don't know why, because it does have a good amount of problems and even just weird scenes and some dumb stuff as well. But with all that out of the way, I can finally move on to what I really like here. For one, I really love the cat here. In my opinion, the cat definitely helped save the movie, in my opinion, for me, because I think they all did a great job here. Paul Rudd is, of course, still fantastic. He's still super likable, really funny, and really nails everything he's supposed to do. Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, and Michelle Pfeiffer are also still really great here as Hope, Hank, and Janet. And I also absolutely love Catherine Newton as Cassie. She was very fun, very likable, and had great interaction with the other cast members. I really like her and Scott together. They were very fun in my opinion. Jonathan Majors, like Han is really great here. I wasn't really a fan of what they did with Han at the end of Loki, though that was technically a different variant of him, but he does a great job here, and Han is a really cool villain. I heard from people that he was a huge highlight for the movie, and I definitely agree. He was really cool and did have some intimidating moments. The movie can also be really creative at times, since they're in the otherworldly place and they do have some fun things with it. And the film is also pretty funny at times, and thankfully not overdone like it was in Love and Thunder. Speaking of, I feel like they sort of embrace some dumb stuff for the better. As in, they did some stuff that they probably knew was gonna be dumb and stupid, so they just embraced it and just kind of saw what they could do with it and just kind of have fun with it. And again, just with how the story was being told and shown and all that is what kept it really interesting to me. Enough so that the weird stuff made it interesting for me. I also really like when the film kind of subverted some of my expectations acting, because there were times where something was being kind of set up at the start of a movie, and I had a feeling it was going to work this way into the character's arc at the end of the movie in some way. And I was right, and I was right in the sense that they did, but not in the way I thought they would, and it just made me feel relieved, because I thought some of them were going to be kind of stupid and kind of cliche, but they actually did it in a way that I thought was really likable. I also feel like the end climax was really exciting, and both the end credits scenes at the end made me really excited for what could be happening soon. So overall, I personally had a really good time with this movie. Again, I know I'm gonna be in a minority when I say that, and if people say they didn't like this movie, I can't say I don't know why. But really, I just felt like this was one of the most fun MCU experiences I've had in a while, and I personally like how this was the start of Phase 5 for the MCU, and yeah, I definitely would place it as my most underrated thing in the MCU. So I personally would recommend checking this out if you're curious, but if you don't like it, I suppose I do understand. So this review might have been kind of all over the place, but that really is how I feel about this. And so everyone, so that's my review for Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all like this. So yeah, we're gonna do the spoilers now. So if you don't want anything spoiled, just come back and let you see it. But for now, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all like this video. If you did, then please like this video. Please comment down below to tell me what you think. Please follow me on Twitter or at Daniel Maloney, Haitian Disney fan. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Okay, now we're gonna go into the spoilers for the film. Okay, so I guess the first thing I should address is the opening scene showing a flashback with Janet and the quantum realm discovering that hand variant who landed there. I like how they have it where she was essentially banished there by the other hand, so it was cool to see that happen. It was cool when it was later revealed that Janet helped him fix his ship and get his powers back without knowing what he was, and so that made that part pretty interesting to me, even if a part of it did just feel like simple exposition. I really like when Josh and Cassie were in that small town with those rebels and trying to earn their trust, and the scene where Hope, Hank, and Janet were in that bar. It's kind of what I meant by having some stuff upbeat kind of weighted, because that's when they meet Bill Murray's character, and he's only in that one scene, and then he's killed. So it kind of, it felt kind of pointless. Another huge spoiler is Modoc, who's eventually revealed to be Darren Cross from the first movie. This is something I imagine is either going to be fun to people or make people hate the whole movie, because that part was really weird. I didn't necessarily hate it, though. Yeah, the CGI on him looked really weird with the huge head thing and all that, but this is what I meant by the film feeling like it knew what it was and just embraced it, because it didn't feel like that part was meant to be taken super seriously, and whenever they did kind of do something slightly serious with it, we played it kind of like a joke, and there were some parts with that I feel that I did find kind of funny. But anyway, I like when Cassie is in the prison and manages to get those resistance fighters out, and this is what I meant by having something done in a way that subverted my expectations, because when when that was set up at the start of the movie with her in jail trying to help people, I thought that was gonna be done in a way that was gonna be kind of dumb, but I like the way it was done with Cassie giving that message to everyone to encourage them to help out in the climax. And while, yes, a part of it did feel kind of pointless, it had some really cool moments that I really liked with some of the characters doing and well, yeah, the whole thing very kind of what I meant by some characters not doing some things that they probably should have, like when got Hope and Cassie were fighting hand and he didn't shoot them with the other like he did with the other because when he was fighting some of the other characters it kind of felt like he was kind of erasing them when he shot that beam at them, so I'm not really sure why he did that. I really liked it when both Scott and Cassie drew though to take them with Shield and MoDOT. And I like how MoDOT sacrificed them. So for that part, there is what I meant by something not needing to be taken seriously because they do it in a way that I thought was funny and kind of made it, and they kind of made fun of it so it wasn't very distracting. And then the actual end fight with Josh and Hope versus Hand was cool with the way they knocked him into the core and killed him that way. I honestly thought that was they were gonna be stuck in the quantum realm themselves and that would be how the movie ends. But then the others helped them. Yeah, that part was kind of confusing. But whatever, I guess. Then as far as the credit scene, the first one was cool. So yeah, I guess it's cool that all the hand variants are gathering together. So, and while that is cool, something about that seemed kind of weird to me. I don't know, something about how the various hands look like kind of weird, but I am still curious to know what that could mean for the future of the M.C.U. And then the end credits scene was kind of the same with it being kind of cool, but when we saw Loki and Mobius, and and that was supposed to be a setup for Loki season 2, but I'm kind of curious to know what was going on with the 10 variant there, so yeah, I'm curious to know what's gonna happen there, so, and yeah, I think that's everything, and so, that's my review for Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania. So, what did you all think of this? And yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And if you like this video, please like this video. Please comment down below to tell me what you think. Please follow me on Twitter at Daniel Maloney, Haitian Disney fan, where I do Kingdom Hearts and Disney quiz every day. And please, and yeah, if you know someone who might like my content, then please share my content as much as you can to help me grow my channel as much as possible. And please subscribe for more videos like this coming soon. I'll see you all next time. Take care.